Okay, so this is my 3D apps project, and I'm just going to run through the specification and show you where I've implemented everything on it. So read in at least one scene object from a file. Well, all objects in this program are read in from files, none are hard-coded in. They're all read in from .obj files. Read in scene object file, yeah, I've just done that one. Multiple scene objects. Well, the map itself is comprised of all the buildings, which are all separate objects, and the bath has 3 objects, and these are all multiple ones, and these are all read in fine through the parser. Scene objects displayed properly. All these have came out how I want them to come out. All been displayed properly with no culling of any faces, which they're not supposed to be culled. So they're all in the correct winding order. HUD of appropriate information. You can see to the top left that it has the X, Y, Z coordinates of the player, an FPS count, which is limited to 30 at the moment because of fraps, but it does run faster. Number of baths, which I'll get to later, and also a load of variables on the side which the user can change by clicking the buttons which are displayed next to them. Camera movement, well, you use the mouse to look around, which is user input, and also use WASD keys to move around the world as well. So camera moves throughout the world like that. Texturing, you've got this object here, which is I don't really know what it is. It's one of those sun, planet, solar system thingies, which is animated as well, and it's got texture on it. Also, if you look up, the sky has clouds, which are moving as well, but the clouds are a texture. Implementing of lighting materials on at least one scene object. Well, if you look at the hands, you can see how the lighting is affecting those, and all shading as well, and its materials, and all the materials are read in from the MTL files, which come along with the .objs, so none of those are hard-coded as well. Implementation of hierarchical scene graph. Okay, I've done this represented visually, and if you look to the left, you've got 4, 5, and 6, which affect this object here. So I can add in more planets and stuff, and these are all drawn through a hierarchical scene graph. So that's quite nice, and I've limited it as well. So it does, because it's got textures on it and everything, which slow it down, but it looks okay like that. And also there is a hierarchical scene graph on the bath as well, because you can stack a bath in my one. If you click 1 to add a child and 2 to add sibling, and that's how scene graphs work. And also you can delete these as well by going back through to the previously one added and unallocating it all and everything. What else can you do? You can drive the bath by clicking B. So this is interacting with scene objects, and get step out of the bath as well. Also, there is collision with the player and the map, so I can't actually go through this wall. And I've put a nice little thing where if you click G, it shows you the boundaries of the boundaries of where the player cannot go. So it's loaded in a boundary map below the actual map, so it's got a lower polygon count, so it doesn't have to do as many calculations. And I think that's pretty much it for my program. So yeah, I think that's it.